Hi, everyone. My name is Raphael, and this is actually the first time I've formally introduced myself and spoken directly on this channel. Victis Honor recently passed 100,000 subscribers, and YouTube sent this creator an award to recognize that milestone. So, first, I just want to say thank you very, very much. Whether you found this channel through the animal rescue videos, the original music, the story behind the project, or even just one random video that somehow reached you, I really appreciate you being here. But I don't want to make 100,000 subscribers to just be a number on a plaque. I want it to mark the beginning of a new chapter. So, this video is partly a thank you, partly an introduction, and partly an explanation of where Victus Honor is going next. Moving forward, this channel is going to bring together three things I care deeply about: original music, free music education, and animal rescue stories. For anyone new here, Victus Honor started as my original project. The project has always had a strange personality. It's part serious music, part animal inspired world, part creative experiment, and part mission driven project. A lot of the band's identity came from real animals in my life. They became characters, band members, mascots, sources of humor, and sources of inspiration. Victus Honor was never about pretending animals were in a band. It was about taking the love, absurdity, loyalty, grief, and the joy that animals bring into our lives and turning that into music. And because I have not spoken directly on this channel before, I also want to make the project more personal and more understandable. I want people to know who's behind it, why it exists, and why it's changing. One thing I want to be honest about is that Victus Honor is changing because life is changing. The real animals who inspired parts of this project are getting older. Some are slowing down, and some may need to retire from being active parts of the band's story. Some are also unfortunately no longer with us forever. And over time, that means the band naturally gets smaller. It's emotional, but it also feels right to acknowledge it instead of pretending nothing changes. Animals are not just characters on a screen to me, they're family. They age, they enter different stages of life, they leave a legacy. So when an animal retires from my band's story, I want that to be treated with love and respect. That's one reason this channel is shifting. Victus Honor will still be about the animals, the music, and the strange creative world behind the band, but it also is becoming something broader and more sustainable. Part of this new direction is about honoring what Victus Honor has been while letting it evolve into what it needs to become. A big part of this channel has already been animal rescue. We documented rescue stories involving stray dogs, feral cats, including the process of meeting them, gaining their trust, capturing them, and sharing updates as they adjust to safer lives. A lot of those videos were made without narration. They were built from videos and pictures with original Victus Honor songs as the background music. That format made sense because the animals were the story. The music was there to support the emotion of what was happening: fear, trust, patience, uncertainty, progress, and eventually those small amounts where an animal starts to feel safe. That rescue work is not separate from Victus Honor. It's part of the heart of the project. And moving forward, I still want animal rescue stories and updates to be part of the channel. Some videos may still be music driven. Some may be updates, tributes, or stories about the animals who helped shape the project. And since this is the first time I'm introducing myself on this channel, I also want to give a little background on who I am musically. My musical background's a little unusual. I spent about 12 years in drum set training, and drums were my main instrument for a very long time. I also play guitar and bass, mostly self taught, and those instruments help me understand riffs, song structure, and how parts fit together in a band. But over the last 2 years, I've been seriously studying piano through formal lessons. Piano's become a major part of how I think about harmony, songwriting, arrangement, and composition. So I'm not approaching this channel as someone who thinks he knows everything. I'm approaching it as a lifelong musician with formal training in some areas, self taught experience in others, and a real desire to keep growing and learning over time. That's also part of the point of the new direction. I want to teach what I know, keep learning what I do not know, and show more of the actual process behind becoming a better musician. So moving forward, Victus Honor is also becoming a free music education academy. That means I'll be making drum lessons, rhythm lessons, open-handed and ambidextrous drumming videos, piano for songwriters lessons, songwriting breakdowns, and composition videos. Some videos will be beginner friendly, like how to play your very first drum beat, how to count time, how to practice with the metronome, or how to understand basic piano chords. Other videos will go into deeper things that I personally love, like odd time signatures, progressive rock and metal rhythms, turning a piano idea into a full song, writing drums for composition, or breaking down how a Victis Honor song was built. My goal is to make the channel useful, whether you're a beginner, a self-taught musician, a drummer trying to learn piano, a songwriter trying to understand rhythm, or just someone curious about how music gets made. At first, original songs, music lessons, and animal rescue stories might sound like three separate things, but to me, they belong together. And the original music gives the channel its creative identity. The lessons make the channel useful and give people something that they can learn from. And the rescue stories give the channel its heart and its mission. And the animals who inspired Victis Honor give the project its soul. As some of those animals age, retire from the band story, or no longer with us, this channel can become a way to preserve their legacy while also building something new. So the simplest way to say this is we make music, we teach music, and we help animals. That's the next chapter of Victis Honor. So here's what you can expect from Victis Honor moving forward. You'll see original Victis Honor music, including songs, demos, instrumentals, and behind the scenes breakdowns. You'll see free music lessons covering drums, rhythm, piano, songwriting, and composition. You'll see animal rescue stories and updates still. You'll also see more of me speaking directly on this channel. And that's new for me, and it's out of my comfort zone, but I think it's important. If this channel is going to become more personal, educational, and mission driven, then I need to be more present in it. So you will see the process, me practicing, learning piano, writing songs, building arrangements, making mistakes, fixing things, and trying to become a better musician over time. I want this channel to be honest about the process, not just the final product. And as this channel grows, my pledge is to still use proceeds from Victis Honor to help rescue and support animals in need. That could mean supporting shelters, rescue organizations, food, medical care supplies, or direct rescue related needs when possible. The channel's not monetized in the way I want it to be yet, and there's still a lot of work ahead. But reaching this milestone makes me even more motivated to build the channel to something that I could eventually give back. Every view, comment, share, and subscription helps move the channel closer to that goal. So thank you so much for helping Victis Honor reach 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for being part of this project before I even introduce myself to the camera. This milestone is not the finish line. It's the beginning of the next chapter. Thank you for being here, and welcome to the next chapter of Victis Honor.